So what were all like the main cameos the new Superman movie? Spoilers if you haven't seen it. First off is the main cast with the Man of Steel himself played by David Cornsweet, who did an incredible job in the role. Next is Nicholas Howard, who played Lex Luthor, who is the biggest hater I've seen in a long time and is a top tier rage baiter. But that just makes him a better villain. Then there's Rachel Brosnan as Lois Lane, and she's an amazing character and love interest, as that's not the only thing that defines her, as she's a reporter first and builds her relationship with Clark second. But getting to the Daily Planet characters, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Jimmy Olsen, whose Riz single-handedly was the reason Superman beat Lex in the first place. But we also got the other Daily Planet side characters, which are, of course, Barry White, Cat Grant, and Steve Lombard. After this is the Justice Gang with Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, and he plays the character perfectly, showing just how much of an asshole he truly is. Then Isabel Merced as Hawkgirl, and although she didn't have much screen time, she was a badass nonetheless. But the one who stole the show was Mr. Terrific, played by Eddie Gathegi. His fight scene when he was with Lois was one of the best in the movie, and he needs his own project ASAP. Then there's the underrated GOAT Metamorpho, who has the best looking powers on screen. But for Lex's side characters, there's of course Eve Teskmacher, who is pulled by Jimmy Olsen. But then there's the Engineer, who's a badass while also being a baddie, but her character sets up the upcoming Authority movie. And then Ultraman, played by David Cornsweet, since he's, technically a clone of Superman. Of course, can't forget about the goodest boy, that being Crypto, who is fun, but also on absolute demon time a lot in this movie. Now for the smaller cameos, there was Rick Flag Sr., which connects his character to Creature Commandos, and he'll be a norm in the DCU. Then Maxwell Lord, who's actually played by James Gunn brother Sean Gunn, but surprisingly Peacemaker makes an appearance, and even though it was short, I still loved it. And of course, at the end was Supergirl, played by Millie Alcock, who's also Queen of Westeros. But I think the funniest is when the citizens of Metropolis were evacuating and they were headed towards Gotham. Like, at that point, I'd rather just take the kaiju than any fuck shit over there, but what do you think about all this?